From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. U.S. President Donald Trump says the United States is extending its ceasefire with Iran at Pakistan's request as the White House awaits a unified proposal from the Islamic Republic. The announcement came as last-minute ceasefire talks between the U.S. and Iran looked uncertain, and a two-week truce was set to expire tomorrow. However, Trump added that the U.S. military will continue its blockade of Iranian ports. The U.S. leader made the move as the White House put on hold Vice President J.D. Vance's expected trip to Islamabad amid Tehran balking at further peace talks. The Mexican government says the shooting at an iconic pyramid site that killed a Canadian tourist was planned. Here's Canadian Press reporter Lisa Laporte.
The Attorney General of the state of Mexico says the gunman carried a tactical-style backpack and had literature related to the deadly 1999 Columbine High School shooting in the U.S. He says the 27-year-old gunman acted alone Monday as he rained bullets down on tourists at the Teotihuacan pyramids north of Mexico City.
At least 13 people were injured in the shooting, including a 29-year-old Canadian woman and a 6-year-old boy from Colombia, before authorities say the gunman shot and killed himself. Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand's office says Global Affairs Canada has called in Israel's ambassador in Ottawa after the death of a Canadian in Lebanon. A spokesperson for Anand says Israel's foreign ministry promised an investigation after she directed Global Affairs to issue a démarche for Israeli ambassador Ido Moed. Anand says Canada expects a full and transparent investigation into the death of Windsor, Ontario resident Hassan Haidar. Haidar's family says the 38-year-old died when an Israeli drone shot him in the head during the country's ongoing military campaign in Lebanon. Prime Minister Mark Carney has retooled an advisory committee on Canada-U.S. trade that was formed by his predecessor. The committee revives the Council on Canada-U.S. Relations that was established by former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in 2025. The renamed Advisory Committee on Canada-U.S. Economic Relations includes the addition of former Conservative leader Erin O'Toole and former High Commissioner to the U.K. Ralph Goodale. It also includes presidents and CEOs of major energy, resource, forestry, and transportation companies. Preparations for anticipated flooding in a Manitoba First Nation continued today. Residents with medical needs are being taken out of the Peguis First Nation. Chief Stan Bird says the Fisher River has risen slightly since yesterday, and warm weather today may add to water levels. He says that means high-priority residents are being offered a chance to leave.
Medical appointments, different illnesses like diabetes, cancer treatments, different disabilities, so we're trying to evacuate those.
The community has been sandbagging since last week. It's believed 200 or more homes might need protection. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, 4 games in the NHL playoffs today. The only Canadian team on the ice will be Montreal, who are in Tampa Bay seeking a 2-0 series lead after a 4-3 overtime win in Game 1. Tampa Bay Lightning coach John Cooper says captain and star defenseman Victor Hedman is on the doubtful side to play in the series at all. Hedman took part in Tampa Bay's optional morning skate after recently rejoining the team following a leave of absence for personal reasons. Other games will see Buffalo hosting Boston, Utah visits Vegas, and Los Angeles is in Colorado. All the home teams in those series have a 1-0 lead in their best of sevens. And there's a pair of professional women's hockey league games on the schedule tonight, both with big playoff implications. The Toronto Scepters, who trail the Ottawa Charge by 2 points for the 4th and final playoff berth, host the 6th place New York Sirens, and the Montreal Victoire will look to clinch first place when they visit the 7th place Vancouver Golden Eyes. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.